Are you curious what's new in the marketplace for Flight Simulator 2024 focused on aircraft and aircraft liveries? Then this is the video for you. But first, let's roll the intro. And we start with the aircrafts. 4 new aircrafts this week, one from Captain Sim. That's the first one also we're gonna have a look at. That's the Boeing 767-400 Echo Romeo. This package includes the 767 airframe engine variants in digital replicas of the real 767-400 Echo Romeo. It comes with a highly detailed model of the aircraft, high-resolution textures, cabin with 3D windows, interior and animated pilots, and realistic regular animations. If we scroll down, we can see that there are a lot of animations besides the animations which they call out here, right? The ram air turbine, the angle of attack sensors, the pilot's windows, the radar antenna, the cooling intake doors are there. Liveries are also included, that's always nice. Delta, United, United Denver Broncos, Continental, Delta Sky Team, and United Star Alliance. So multiple liveries are already there. Well, normally you would need to buy a livery pack for this, so that's, I would say, a positive thing. Besides that, the aircraft is using cockpit, but it's using some of the default 747 default 747 ones, so make sure that you installed it. There are some custom things like custom animations for the control tablet and custom views including wing views. If we scroll down, we can see the aircraft. This is the aircraft. Also the cabin has been animated. This is the cockpit itself. Then the liveries again. You can see some nice pictures, but also some blurry ones. So I hope that those are only, I would say, blurry in the marketplace. Hopefully they're sharp in the if you buy the aircraft for real. You can see a lot of wear and tears there. Besides that, not too many details based on these screenshots. Then we're moving back to a smaller one, but first I have to set to newest, and that's this latest one from Carenado. It's the B390. It's a twin-engine light business jet designed for high performance, comfort and efficiency in the light jet category. Our first flight was in 1998, with production continuing to the late 2000s. Pretty nice. It has, I would say, a length of 46 feet, 0 inches in length. Well, 0 inches in length looks like a typo. Well, let's see. Also, it has a wingspan of 44 feet and 6 inches, and it's powered by 2 Williams FG44-2A turbofan engines. The range, 50 nautical miles, and surface ceiling of 41,000 feet, and maximum climb rate of 3,000 feet per minute. That's pretty steep. Runway, roughly 3,800 feet on runway for takeoff and 3,500 feet for landing. 8 liveries, including one white one. Then we've got a lot of comms instruments like the digital display control panel, the flight management system, realistic HQ sounds, and the career mode. You can use it, yes, with a charter service. So all three checkboxes are set. And these are some screenshots. And if you see Carenado, you know it's high quality. Also, that's why those aircrafts are, in most cases, a little bit more expensive. But if you look at this, pretty cool aircraft, right? I would love to, say, test it out. I haven't been able to test it out because I haven't bought it yet. Because you need to buy it. You can't try it, unfortunately, and then buy it. Hopefully, they will step into that area soonish. Then we're going back to the newest ones, and we see to left, right? M Scenery, they released twice the A340, the A340-500 with the Lufthansa livery, and another one which we will discuss a little bit later. This one comes fully animated, right? Every moving part according to them, including the flight controls, the cockpit switches, the highly detailed exterior and interior, optimized performance, 4K, 8K. Are there any other things? No, besides this, nothing much yet. I would say I like the livery, although I would love to see some more wear and tear. And this is the cockpit of the aircraft, of the Lufthansa aircraft, the A340. If I personally look at this, I would say I'm probably waiting for another vendor which is going to release the A330. But hey, it's up to you. Then we've got the A340-200, which comes with a Turkish Airlines livery. Same things, right? Fully animated, every moving part, highly detailed exterior and interior, optimized performance. And this is how it looks like. So if you like to fly in the A340 already, then you could consider to buy this package. Looking at the price, right, it's not too expensive. So it's really up to you if you want to do that, of course. Moving to the newest again for last check. No, all those items were already there last week. So let's switch to the customizations. And I can already tell you these are, I'll say, a lot of packages. So a lot of new liveries have landed in the marketplace for the aircrafts. Both, I would say, include aircrafts, but also, I'd say, third-party ones. The first one is the A320 P2F cargo ops liveries from 2Pilot. This is available for rent, so this one you can try. And you can apply it to the A330, of course. It comes with 35 liveries in total across the globe. So Air Canada, Air Hong Kong, DHL, Egyptian Air, Turkish Airlines, MNG. And if we scroll down, we can also see it for the other variant. Also multiple airlines are there. There are more liveries on the way, as they say. These are just some screenshots. Liveries are looking pretty clean, if you ask me. I would love to see some more wear and tear. But hey, at least now you can switch to different liveries using this package. The next one is the scenery. They released the Boeing 747-8 livery pack, which includes 10 liveries for the aircraft cargo and passenger versions, including Air Force One, as you can see on here, Cargo Lux, DHL 2 times, FedEx, Lufthansa, Qatar Airgo. And then you can apply it to the Boeing 747-8 included in Flight Simulator 2024. But there are more. There are tons of these packages. The next one is from Captain Sim. This is a reminder, Captain Sim, you all know if you hear that name, you need to own their aircraft. In this case, it's the 737-400 Echo Romeo, which we discussed earlier in this video. It contains 5 high-resolution liveries, the maiden flight, multiple Delta Airlines and 1 United Airlines livery, which you can apply if you own their aircraft. If you don't own their aircraft, you can't use it, so be aware of that, because else you will be, between brackets, screwed, because then you can't use this, and then you still need to buy their aircraft. Well, could also be, I would say, a way, right? Then we've got 2Pilot. They released a package which is called the A320 Africa and Middle East liveries. Again, this one can also be, I would say, rented, but hey, if you see the price, I would simply buy it. But that's up to you. It contains multiple liveries for the Airbus A320 V2, for the Africa and Middle East airliners. 34 liveries in total are included from Dana Air, Egyptian Air, Now Air, Sun Air, Saudi, South African Airways. Wizz, of course, is there. You can see multiple ones over here at the Etihad. So pretty nice, and it's really up to you. If you're flying an A320 and you want to have something different, then this might be a smart choice. Then we've got landing rate. If you want to test your landings, if you want to improve your landings, you want to get feedback on them, well, this is what this package will do from 4Simmers. It will allow you to rate your landings based on star rating to be, say, become better in your landing skills. They simply appear automatically. They include from vertical speed to total stopping time. They include some stats such as the touchdown. With all stats shown after a short period, a clickable button allows for immediate full stat viewing, repositioning of the landing rate window, etc. So if you want to increase your landing skills and you want to have this nice box, then this could be one of those packages which you could consider to buy. Say not a livery, but a nice tool. And then we're continuing with the liveries for the A320. This one is from 4Simmers. It's the A330 Europe liveries. This can be applied to the A330, 14 liveries in total, 2 variants, the A320 330-200 and an A330-300. Air France, Condor Air, TAP, RAF, Brussels Airlines, Iberia, KLM. And then you can apply liveries like this on your aircraft. So pretty cool if you love to fly the A330, of course. Down we're jumping to the newest again. And we continue with the A330. It's the A330 liveries, in this case Asia and Oceania. Well, similar package, different region of the world. Air China, Qatar Airways, Fiji, Philippine Airlines, Garuda Indonesia, Malaysia Airlines, Cebu, Cathay Pacific, and then you can apply that to your aircraft and then use these nice liveries. Pretty nice if you love to fly this aircraft. Then I'm gonna do one check because I think I skipped one. Yeah, it is this one. I skipped the A320 V2, which is for Africa and Middle East. So this one can be applied to the A320 V2. 27 liveries in total from Gulf Air, Jazeera, Kenya Airlines, Kalula, Middle East, Wizz Air, Abu Dhabi, Tunisian Air, Royal Air Morocco, and multiple other ones. And of course, now I forgot to show you the screenshots. I should have done that, right? Because it's not fair to show them for every package except for this one. So here are some pictures of the liveries which are included in this package. So pretty cool. And you can apply them only to the A320 V2. Keep that in mind, else you might be disappointed. Scrolling down, we find the A330 Africa and Middle East. I would say almost same airlines likely, but for different airliner or aircraft. 3 Air Algeria, Middle East, Qatar Airways, Saudi, Uganda Airlines. Not too many, to be honest, but hey, still pretty nice that you can apply them to the A330 and then fly around the Middle East or Africa if you want, or maybe outside. It depends. Going to the newest again, we find more A330 liveries, in this case for America. So likely there will be some American Airlines, indeed. Air Transat, Avianca, Azul, Delta Airlines, Hawaiian Airlines, Air Canada. And then you can apply these liveries to the A330, hard to say. And then use this in Flight Simulator 2024. But there's more. A lot more, to be honest. But we're skipping to a different aircraft. It's for the A321 long-range aircraft. Asia and Oceania liveries. It includes 30 liveries from Air Astana to Air China to China Airlines, China Eastern, Korean Air, Scoot, Qantas. And if you apply that to the aircraft, it will look like this. So a lot of nice things. If you are bored of the default liveries included in Flight Simulator 2024, then consider to buy this package. Unless you want to fly, for example, more in Europe, then we also have the A321 long-range Europe liveries. This one contains 31 liveries, so a lot more. From Iceland, there are KLM, Lufthansa, Northwind Airlines, S7 Airlines, Sunclass, Transavia, with multiple ones. And if you apply that, then you will get this. So pretty nice. Condor, Lufthansa, 7S, or S7, sorry, Aer Lingus, and multiple other ones are there, right? So cool packages. I would say they've been really busy creating those packages, as you could say. There's also the Boeing 737 MAX, also night aircraft. In this case, the Africa and Middle East liveries, 14 in total. Cabo Verde, Fly Dubai, Iraqi Airways, Kenya Airways, Kalulu, Mauritania Airways, Qatar. And then you can apply that to the Boeing 737 MAX and then fly around the continent. You can see that this week is, I would say, pretty busy with airliner or liveries for airliners. And we're not there yet. There are more. But first we're going to jump to a fighter, an F-18 liveries pack. In this case, Ops 2 liveries, which contains a lot of things. These are including 17 liveries from Belgium Air Force to Royal Australian Air Force to Royal Canadian Air Force to Spanish Air Force to the US Navy. And then you can apply that to your aircraft and then fly around these jets. Of course, if you want to fly the jets. And this Ops 2 liveries, let's see if we can also see what's next, because I thought I also another one. It's Ops number 1. Well, there's also a new package, and this contains 18 liveries Also for the FA18 in this case, different airliners in most cases. I see some similar names, but likely they've got some different labels on it. Maybe also complete different livery. So a lot of good things for you, even if you're, let's say, not an airline fan. There are also fighter, let's say, liveries for the FA18 Hornet. Then we're continuing with the A321, in this case for American liveries, which includes deliveries for American Airlines. For example, Delta Airlines, Frontier Airlines, Hawaiian Airlines, JetBlue, LATAM, United Airlines, Viva Aerobus, and a lot of other ones. This one can be applied to the A321 long-range aircraft included in Flight Simulator 2024. So pretty nice. You saw some pictures of the A321neo, so likely they also messed up the screenshots a bit. But hey, this is what they say has been included. Or it was the A320? Yeah, well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what they did. Then we're almost there. Only 4 packages left, and we continue with the A320 V2. This one is the commemorative liveries. Okay, pretty special name. Commemorative and specials, 34 liveries. And these are the special liveries, right? You can see Brussels, so you got the Red Devils. For example, for American Airlines, you've got the Stand Up to Cancer. You've got the American Airlines Medal of Honor. You've got the AirAsia 321 takeoff. And multiple other ones like the KLM 100 years, Lufthansa 600 Airbus. So let's have a look at if we see some nice ones. There was the Airbus, right? We can see the Viva one. And multiple other ones are there. So pretty cool. Keep in mind you can apply them only to the A320 V2. Then we're continuing with the A320 V2. But in this case, the North American Airlines liveries. In this case, Air Transat, Alaska Airlines, and a lot of other ones like Delta, Flair, Frontier, Lynx, WestJet. And this is how it looks like. So you can apply them only to the A320 V2. But hey, if you want to have something different than default liveries, then again, could be a valid package for you. I hope that they fix the newest filter soonish in this build for Flight Simulator 2024 Sim Update number 4. But don't worry, I have good faith on that. Then we've got the Boeing 737 MAX liveries package number 1 by FSORS. Pretty keen to see what they developed. They developed 15 liveries, in this case Air Canada, British, Delta, KLM, Southwest, Transavia, United, Turkish. And if you apply that to your aircraft, you will get this. So really nice ones, as you can see. A little bit, I would say, cleanish, but I would say still pretty nice. And these were just a few of them, right? I'm not going to go to all of them because that will be a pretty lengthy video. And then, ladies and gentlemen, the last one. It's the 747-400 BCF, the Cargo World Livery Pack. This one includes 10 real-world cargo airlines. All those liveries are 8K, custom registration and cell code textures, Singapore Airlines, Thai Air Cargo, UPS, Kalita Air Cargo, Martin Air Cargo. And also there's a complete white one included, so you can also paint the aircraft yourself if you want. If you want to do some challenging things. Not sure why they include the interior. I do think it has to do with this part, because it likely can be customized. And with that, we're at the end of this video where we looked at all the liveries which are added to the marketplace for Flight Simulator 2024 and also some new aircrafts. I hope you liked it. If you liked it, then consider the like button and I hope to see you back next week.